I'll be the first to admit that it might seem strange or weird or maybe even a little selfish to mourn the loss of someone that you never knew. But the grief and the loss are real, and the knowing comes from the willingness of a woman with an umbrella to share her passion with others. Some of you may know Amy Krouse Rosenthal. You might have read some of her books. Or maybe you don't know Amy at all, but maybe you have your own Amy, someone who inspires you with their passion, their desire, their willingness to make and share. Almost a month ago now, Amy passed away. This isn't a eulogy for her. I don't have the position or the authority, or quite frankly the time to do her justice. But it's my heartfelt wish that in sharing a little bit of Amy with you, her maker spirit will live on in us all. When I first read her book, The Encyclopedia of an Ordinary Life, I felt like I'd spent the day with an old friend. She made me laugh, she made me cry. I found her just so witty and engaging and interesting. I decided in that moment, that Amy and I were going to be friends. That at some point in the distant future, we would collaborate on a project together, we would make something together. I didn't know what that was, and I didn't even care. I just knew that I wanted to work with her. I was so inspired by her passion, her perspective, her wit, and her humor, and I wanted to be a part of that. Now, this presentation is not the collaboration that I had in mind, but it's my heartfelt wish that in sharing a little bit of Amy with you, you too will be inspired. So without further ado, here are 3 pearls of Amy-inspired wisdom. Number 1, find the thing you can't not do. Amy was a maker. Among other things, she made short films, salads, wishes, and books. Amy was a writer. When asked, "Why do you write?" she would reply, "Because I can't not." What's the thing that you can't not do? What's the thing that keeps bubbling up to the top above all other things? For me, I can't not create. Whether it be photographs, artwork, books of art provocations I make with my daughter, redesigning resumes, creating graphics, or even these slides, I can't not create. I create, I recreate, I create some more. Think about it for a minute. What's the thing that you can't not do? Number 2, stand under your umbrella. Amy sent out a message that on the 8th day of the 8th month, 2008, at 8:08 p.m., she would be standing under the Bean in Chicago, and that anyone who wanted to join her to make something would be more than welcome. She would be the one with the yellow umbrella, and thus the association between Amy and a yellow umbrella was born. Imagine an umbrella, yellow obviously, hanging somewhere in your school, your faculty room, a classroom, a shared workspace, or your library. When you passed by that umbrella, when you saw it hanging there, it would remind you that in this space, in this school, we take risks. We put ourselves out there. We are makers. We amplify ideas. We have blue sky thinking. Why not yellow umbrella living? What would change in your school if you stood under the yellow umbrella? Number 3, more. More is a word that I associate with Amy. She had it tattooed on her arm, It's in the title of one of her books. Amy believed that the more you looked for something, the more you would find it. And one of her biggest mores was that she would bring more joy and connect more people through her work. Like many of you, I'm fairly busy. I wear a lot of hats. I have a very full schedule. And the idea of adding more seems a little impossible. But if I think about it for a second, what if I were to do less of something in order to add more of something else? Less structure and more freedom. Less talking and more listening. Less work and more play. What could you do less of in order to make room for more? I have a yellow umbrella. It's new. I bought it about a week after Amy passed away because I wanted something tangible to hold on to remind me of this amazing maker. Amy taught me to make. When I was confused, make something. When I was in doubt, make something. When I wasn't sure what to do next, make something. Make good art, make connections, make a difference. To be a maker was Amy's passion. Maybe it was also her destiny. Who's your Amy? Who's that person who inspires you to make the most of your time here? And when you find that person and you connect with them, what magic will evolve from the maker in you?